Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, and Rouge. We got the post-game show for game number 29. The Pittsburgh Penguins in town to take on the Habs, and they beat us in overtime. A shootout, in a long one, a 12-round shootout. Useless. Anyway, they beat us 4-3, and it was a good game overall. Refs were pretty bad. What else is new against Habs? I've got the post-game stats. I don't know that I have the three stars because didn't seem to want to put them up there for some reason. So I didn't see them on the broadcast. I do have them. Nice. So I got all that, and let's see who's here. We'll talk about the game, and then we'll all go home. Let me see who's here. Wow, a lot of comments. Hey, Jack Newell, how's it going? What a fun game. Didn't end how we wanted, but it was fun. Overall, Phil, that was a merry game. Merry game, miss. I and the old man desperately wanted Galley to win that shootout, and if you were paying attention, you would have noticed 60% of the crowd also went nuts for Galley. Yeah, no, I would have liked to see him win it. I would have liked to see any of them win it. Don't worry, not just Galley. Who didn't shoot pretty much? Well, I guess 8 players. Oh, I'm wrong. 6 players because it's 20 players that with the 2 goalies. If they went much further, Caden Primo was going to have to go out there and shoot. "12 rounds, 24 shooters." No, 12 rounds, 18 shooters. "12 rounds, 18 shooters. Each team. So 6 players on each team did not shoot. But they can use, if I'm correct, they can use guys multiple times. I don't like the shootout. No, I don't like it. Only you're useless here? No, the shootout is useless. The extra point is also useless. Hey, Guru. They look good, and then the refs took over. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah. The refs weren't like that all night, but they did their job in the second period. And I don't mean did their job. I meant the corrupt part of it. When do we call Suzuki the shootout emperor? Didn't he miss? He missed. Did he score or he missed? No, he scored. You might be right. Two shooters per round. Matt Outdoor, what are you screaming grades at me for the report card? That's kind of childish just to come in here and just go Cole C, Nick C, Slav C. That's kind of childish, don't you think? They can use the equipment manager and maybe the coach. No, they can use They can use the same shooter multiple times, I believe. Okay, they can only use a guy only if everyone's shot. Yeah, so they would go through everybody at that point. Like I said, Primo would be out there shooting. All right, I'm just gonna show this stuff. No, I gotta go here. All right, so this is the stats from the game. So the scoring was the scoring opened in the first period. Oh, they changed everything. I forgot. David Savard gets his first unassisted 6:24 into the first period. 1-0 Montreal. Then Jaden Struble, about 6 minutes later, makes it 2-0 Montreal from Pizzetta and Ullinen. And, of course, Sidney Crosby spoils the fun. A minute and a half, less than a minute and 25 seconds after that from O'Connor. Monahan makes it 3-1 at the 50, just over the 15-minute mark from Suzuki and Matheson, and it's 3-1 after one. Where's my cursor? Second period, Gensel on the power play. Oh, by the way, Monahan's was a power play goal. Gensel on the power play from Crosby and Carlson, and of course, it was a bad call for the to give them a power play. Same thing happened again. Crosby, his 17th. Oh, I didn't give everybody's numbers, eh? Oh well, it's too late. On the power play as well from Carlson and Malkin. That made it 3-3. Another bad call to lead to that. And it stayed that way until the game ended, and they went through all of these guys. 12. Suzuki scored. Letang scored. Caulfield scored. Crosby scored. Then nobody scored until Monahan scored and Eller scored in round, I don't even know what round. And then nobody scored until Harkins. That's who got the goal for Pittsburgh in the 12th round. Sucks. 3 stars of the game. Sidney Crosby, 2 goals, 1 assist, gets the first star. David Savard, 1 goal, gets the second star. And Nedeljkovic gets the third star with a 277 goals against and a 929 save percentage in the game. And that's it. And the Habs lose. And Crosby wins. And the refs win. I wonder if the refs had money on the game. What do you think? Suzuki, he's definitely good in the shootout. They all get Fs except Gooley. Who all gets Fs except Gooley? You mean tonight? We're not grading tonight. Anybody still worried about 4-goal crowd? What do you mean? Phil, he's not coming to Montreal. He's going to stay in one spot his whole career. He ain't going anywhere. Well, I mean, dream on. Monahan scores 2. He scored. Did he score in the game? I said Monahan scored. I said it here. And did he score in the game? He scored in the game as well. Power play goal. Said that as well, Emmerich. I didn't leave anybody out. All right, so we got a little bit of time. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Keep me awake. Let's talk about something. I don't got. I mean, the only thing the refs is. I don't want to beat a dead horse, so I'm not going to talk about the refs. But they were bad in the second period. And yet, I guess that's something I forgot. I forgot to go through this stuff. I apologize. I'll do it just without showing it because I took it off the screen. Montreal outshot Pittsburgh 42-30. 51.7% at the dot to their 48.3. Let's see. 1 for 4 on the power play for us, 2 for 3. Now, this was a game that it was obvious that the refs made some bad calls against Montreal, missed some calls. They did miss a couple of calls against Montreal as well. I have to say, Montreal got lucky a couple times as well. But in a game where it looked like the refs were so biased against Montreal, yet Montreal has 1 power play more than them. And it happened last game too. I don't understand it. It's like they know what they're doing. They know they're going to do all these bad calls, but they're going to give Montreal just enough so people can't say, well, the refs are bad. I'm sure that's what they're doing. That's the only conspiracy theory I'm believing in right now. Hits, 24 hits for them, 12 for us. Block shots, they had 15 to our 14. Giveaways, We had 15 to their 14. And takeaways both had 8. And then that's it. Those are all the stats. All the stats. Does Matthews score 60 again? I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care. He might. He's going to have a drop. You know what? It doesn't even matter because the Leafs are going to implode at some point. And the decisions they make as well. Just, oh, God. I don't know how you're a fan of that team. I wouldn't be. Especially when your big guy is Matthews. Like, how do you look up to that guy and go, oh, I love that guy. He's Matthews. I couldn't do it. Nope. Monahan worth a first and a second if they trade him. No, I don't think a first and a second, though. No. Probably, and I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. He's worth a first. No, I'm going to say if they trade him. I'm not 100% sold that they're going to. They might not. It depends on. I imagine it depends. Not that they wouldn't talk to teams, but it depends on what the return is that they can get from him. If it's not good enough, they might not, and they might sign him, and they might still sign him anyway. I mean, it's legitimately in a conversation about whether they'll sign him. Not just me saying it. All right. How many? Not a lot of people here. I didn't think there would be. If you're here, say hi. Say something. We got I'm going to say about 8 more minutes. Make it a short one tonight. I'm a little tired. And it was a shitty game. And there's not a lot of people here. And I'm hungry. I got a few more. Well, Phil, if they trade him, they're going to get something, obviously, and they'll get something good. It's not. I'm not making a light of that, but they might. I still feel they might not trade him. Okay, Matt, outdoor. Do you really think a guy that's got 7 goals, basically, 29 games in, is scoring 50 goals? I don't. Yes, I said that at the beginning of the season, but it's played out to this. No, he's not scoring 50 or 60 for sure. He's not. I got to take this. Hang on. They might call back. It's my dad's care home. I answered, they hung up. It didn't ring that much, so they must have called me by accident. I'm going to call as soon as we're done here. So no worries. He might score 20. I think he'll get more than 20, but beyond that, hard to tell at this point. Does anyone miss Subban? Well, you want him back now? You're going to ask me, can we get these guys back? Of course we miss those guys. I don't miss Pacioretty. Well, I'm glad you know that he's going to get 15, but he might. I doubt that. He's going to he's going to score. He's going to score more than once he breaks his slump. I know I said that about Anderson, but Anderson and Caulfield not the same scorers. It's 2 different animals. All right, listen, I got this thing on my brain. I got a call where my dad is. I'm going to end it early because there's nothing happening anyway. I'll be back for the game on Saturday. I might have a video coming out. I'm not sure. I'm working on a couple things, so we'll see. But thanks for being here. I know it's a bit really low energy night. I apologize. Thanks for being here. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, everybody.